Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Wyoming State Library's PB&J Library Show. My name is Paige Bradenkamp. I am the e-resources and school library consultant at the Wyoming State Library, and I'm the PB to the PB&J.
And I am Joanne Pruitt, the J to PB&J. I am the Youth Services Consultant at the Wyoming State Library. We're actually right next door to each other, but
Hey, Joanne.
hi. But technology, it's a wonderful thing.
Today we're going to talk about Chilton Library, and this is a place on gowild.net that you can find all of your vehicle maintenance and repairs information, and we'll walk you through that in just a moment. Shall we get started?
We shall. So, like Paige said, like the PB said, we are going to be covering Chilton Library. Do you hear it?
Today is a good day
for PB&J.
Yeah.
Love it.
We have too much fun. I love it. Just as a reminder, I know this is probably getting a bit redundant, but everybody always needs a reminder, and I am forgetful. But as of July 1st of 2025, if you see these different icons, they mean different things. Paige, would you like to explain it?
I would be happy to, Joanne. Thank you. So as of 2025, UW access or UW funded resources can only be accessed if you have a library card and PIN number. Unless you're on the UW campus, UW being University of Wyoming, or if you're on a community college campus. If you are in a school or a public library, or at home, you will need your library card and PIN. If it has the WSL icon next to it, that means you still can access it freely wherever you are. Unless you're at home, then you still need a library card and PIN number. Remote access, library card, and PIN number. If you're at school or a library, you can access it freely. This is the login page that you will see if you are remotely trying to access it, or if you get a UW licensed resource. You just need to enter your library card number, which you can get from your local library, and the PIN associated with it.
And again, it's just a fancy name for login. Yes, it's a few more clicks, but you guys can do it. We believe in you.
Authenticate.
Authenticate equals login. I am actually really impressed. I've noticed that a couple of my coworkers, Paige included, have memorized their card number.
Library card number, yeah.
That's pretty nerdy and amazing. I love it.
It's how much I use my library card.
Yay!
Yeah!
Yay for library cards. Also, another plug for library cards. September is library card sign up month, so make sure that you go and celebrate with your local library. Sign up if you don't have one already. Okay. Chilton Library.
Good news. I love good news, Joanne.
So the good news is if you notice our WSL logo right there next to Chilton Library, that means you don't have to worry about logging in with the authentication process. Authentication. I added extra vowels in there or something.
We love that word.
Yeah, it's a big word. So the great news is with Chilton Library, this is a WSL Wyoming State Library funded source. So you don't need to worry about all that extra stuff, all the extra clicks. So we're excited about that.
That is great news, Joanne. And I love the hearts. I think that is wonderful.
I thought so too. So today we will be navigating Chilton Library with a live demo by our very own PB. And then I will go over partnerships, community partnerships, and programming for Chilton Library. And lastly, we'll go over the different handouts and resources that I've created that you can use in your own libraries.
Wonderful. All right, let's get
Paige,
started.
take it away, PB.
Okay, Jay.
I did include before PB. Sorry, pause. Pump
Take it
those
back, Jay.
brakes. Pump those brakes, PB.
Oh, I saw what you did there, Jay.
Oh, are you guys all ready for all the puns? We got these. So here are some QR codes. This QR code will take you directly to the Chilton Library homepage, which looks like this. And you can also go to the LibGuides page, which is this QR code. So are you ready to start your engines? Are we ready?
Rev, rev. I'm revving up for this demo.
Oh, I love it. All right, so I'll
Okay.
Paige take over the wheel.
Okay, so welcome to Chilton Library on GoWild.net. You'll see here that it is a pretty straightforward homepage. But if you're looking at the top where the menu is, you can see vehicle search, VIN decoder, that's interesting, video library, and the ASE test prep quizzes, as well as Ask an Expert. Let's go to the vehicle search to begin with. This is where you can find vehicle maintenance and repair information. All you need to do is pop in the year of the vehicle you're looking for, the make of that vehicle. Cherokee, okay. So 2016 Jeep Cherokee, it comes up with a menu on the left-hand side if you wanted to look at particular information about that car. Say engine mechanical, it takes you to a menu and you can choose whatever engine you have in your Jeep that you're looking for. And you can see it goes down to suspension, wiring diagrams. If you go over to maintenance, this will give you scheduled maintenance intervals list. Select the submodel. 3.2 gas, 6-cylinder, drive type, 4-wheel drive. Let's just go with that. And operating condition, normal. Okay, so you fill in those. You put in the mileage for it. Let's say you're already at 56,000 miles. What is the service requirements for or suggestions for this vehicle at 56? Well, at 60,000 miles, this is what they recommend you do for your service plan. And you can go on up and you can go up or down and see what is recommended for the service at that time. You can also print that. They have labor estimating features for different parts that may need replaced. So it gives you a recommended time for how long that labor should take. Pretty interesting. There's also a feature up here for bulletins and recalls. And you can just, again, type in, this is still for the 2016 Jeep Cherokee. You can type in what you think might be, or you can type in any particular information, including the number of the recall search. But here's a list of some of the recalls that have happened for this particular vehicle. And you can see there's 5 pages worth. So
Wow.
we won't go through all of that. And then again, as you know, with recalls, they don't always apply to your car. So it's very important, if you see something that concerns you, talk to an auto expert, because they will be able to tell you in more detail if that recall or any of this information, how it might pertain to your vehicle. Let's see, let's go on back to up here to the very top, VIN decoder. This is interesting. I'm not exactly sure how it can factor into what anybody needs, but it was fun to play with. And if you are an automotive person, you might have a better idea of how this might work for you. But I found this random VIN generator.
What?
So let's just find this random VIN number and copy and paste that into here and check the VIN. This is what I found was interesting. And you could do this with your own VIN number, but I'm just using a random VIN number. It shows you This is a 2001 Lexus. That's what the VIN number connected to. It was this 2001 Lexus. It tells you the make, the manufacturer. Toyota manufactures Lexus. The model year, vehicle type, body class, but also down here where that plant is. I thought that was really interesting. The
That is
plant
interesting.
information. So the 2001 Lexus is manufactured in Japan. So anyways, just a fun little tidbit. Not sure if it's something that everybody will be able to use, but I had fun playing with it.
Right.
Up here, question?
Well, no, I was gonna say if you were doing programming and um, you could do the random VIN
Mhm.
number, and that could be the vehicle that's assigned to those patrons.
Oh, that is excellent.
So I could practice that way. That might be a fun
That's a great idea.
programming
Yes.
idea.
Yes. Excellent. Well, there you have it
I know.
from the J. So up here, up in Video Library, you will find a plethora of videos having to do with mechanics and repairs, installation, just a very wide variety of things. And here in the table of contents, you can look here and find what area of the car that you want to look at. Brake systems, different parts of brake systems that you may want to watch videos of, whether you're installing brakes or you're just going to inspect your brakes. And then going back to the table of, or hiding the table of contents. But there's a huge list of different parts in the car that you can look at and find videos for. Chilton Library also has ASE test prep quizzes. ASE being Automotive Service Excellence. This is if you're looking to be an automotive technician. These are some test prep tools that you can look at, and they offer multiple choice questions and study guides. And it's something to help just prepare you a little bit for the test that you need to take to become a technician. And then ask an expert. You can either use the ask an expert or go to the very bottom for the help and type in some questions, and Chilton Library will get back to you. This does not go to the Wyoming State Library or Go Wild in any way. This would go directly to Chilton. So that is a brief walkthrough. I'm going to turn it over to Jay to show you how you can utilize this in your library for fun programming.
All right.
Part two.
Part two, Chilton Library and you.
You've got your foot firmly on the gas pedal with this one, Jay. We are going full speed ahead.
Full speed for fun.
No brakes here.
Oh my God. So you can connect with local car clubs. A lot of, wow, my brain. Let me restart. Woo!
My brain.
My brain. Okay, different partnerships that you can connect with and collaborate with for Chilton Library programming are local car clubs. There's classic car clubs. There's just a bunch of car clubs around, and local mechanics and technicians, shop teachers at a high school, community college, tech school, or university, driver's ed teachers, because you can have them plug their whole driver's ed program, which is wonderful because students that have taken driver's ed and can show their certificate of completion from there get lower insurance rates, which I'm always about saving that money.
Oh, let's break for a minute here, Jay. Let's break for a
Okay,
minute.
PB.
So
pause.
let's go back to that. You
Put the
said
brakes
that.
on.
Pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes.
So you said that students who now do what? They take this class?
Yes, so a lot of high schools will offer a driver's ed course or class. I actually took one when I was in high school eons ago, And when you complete driver's ed, not only do you have like all the experience and the knowledge from driver's ed, but your insurance rates will be lower because you can show that you took this extra step to be a responsible driver.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. So take driver's ed, kids.
It's an
Also,
automatic win. We're
take
cruising for a
one.
good time here.
Cruising for a good time.
We're fueled for laughter or fueled
Oh,
by
boy.
laughter.
Yeah.
Fine.
So contact your Department of Transportation, driver's license office, car dealerships. Car dealerships there, maybe they can provide some fun swag for your patrons, and just get in on the party.
Hey,
Hey,
fueled by fun.
fueled by fun, yes. So the program that I came up with is to connect with your local car club and offer to host their next car meetup in your library parking lot. And this can be an after hours event, so that way you have the space and you're not worried about like um, too much traffic. They always need space. I've seen car clubs meet at like our local Culvers or just in various parking lots in our town. And so I know they're probably looking for spaces to show off their cars and meet up. And since we all have parking lots, at least that's the assumption, that would be
I've
a
seen them
perfect.
at our local Maverick gas station.
Really? I've seen that too, yes. So it would be neat to just connect with them, figure out who they are, and invite them to your library parking lot. This is an all ages event. I've come up with different types of programming for different age groups, including children. So the multi-gen is the car show. Who doesn't love seeing a cool car or classic cars? For teens, it's more about how do you fix your car? You're a new driver. What do you need to do next? How do you fix it with Chilton? And for children, I have fun pit stop stations that they'll be interactive and playing and having fun with car-related pit stop stations. So let's look at what that is. So the first program that we'll look at is Under the Hood with ChiltonLibrary. And it's the same type of idea. You do a live demo of ChiltonLibrary, explain how you log on if that's something you need to do. But with Chilton, so you need to do a live demo of ChiltonLibrary, how you navigate the site, very similar to what Paige showed us, just showing us the different tools that Chilton has, and even that cool VIN like automator populator or something like that. Yeah,
Isn't that cool?
that was cool.
Wow.
So Car Care 101, it's Under the Hood tour with Chilton. So again, you're doing the live demo and you will give these Glovebox guides. Let's see here.
There you go.
That I've created. And they're just really simple guides that you can print out and give to your patrons. There's 3 of them. And I did leave a space here. Uh-oh, there we go. Where you can put your library name and your library logo, so that way it can be specific to your library. Other things that you can add is a mock maintenance challenge, and I'll go over the team activity stations in a minute. And you can also invite a local mechanic. So here are some of the teen stations, and it doesn't, I mean, it's teens and up, so it could be adults as well. The first one is the car part matchup, and I do have the different cards. So you have 3 different piles of these cards. You would cut them out. You would have the parts with the image of the part, the tool that you would use to fix that, and then the repair step. So for example, for this one right here, you would loosen the lug nuts before lifting the car, okay? So you would cut these out on the dotted lines, and you would have your three different piles: a part pile, a tool pile, and a repair step pile. And you would mix it all up in those three separate piles, and you would try and match it up to the correct thing. When I was creating these cards, I learned a lot because I didn't know a lot of these repair steps or tool images because I never had to really. So it's a great way to see the visual and to understand just basics of your vehicle. The next car station would be the flat tire fix. We can do a repair step in order. So on this printout, you have the different instructions or the different steps to replace a tire, and then you would have the order it goes in. And you cut these up again on the dotted line, mix it up in the two separate piles, and then you have to place these steps in order of 1 through 7. The other teen station is a dashboard decoder, and these are the different dashboard symbols. Again, you're doing the 3 different piles of cards, mixing them up in their own piles, and then matching it with the correct thing. So for the dashboard light decoder, you have the symbol cards, then the meaning, and then the action. So for this symbol, it means there's low oil pressure. Action would be check the engine oil level and add oil immediately. So the other station is the mystery repair. So you have, again, 2 piles. We're loving our piles here. And you have these case files where it has a quote for a customer coming in saying, my car won't start. When I turn the key, it just makes a rapid clicking noise. And the possible causes could be it's a dead battery, it's an alternator failure, or low tire pressure. So the likely repair that you would try to pair it with is replace or recharge the battery. So again, 2 piles, mix them up, try to pair it with the correct repair.
This sounds really fun. These
Wheelie.
games. Yeah,
It's really fun.
it's really fun.
Moving on to the kids' pit stop stations. So these are stations to keep the kids occupied while others are talking shop or loving on all the other cars that are out there, checking out the cars. The different stations are Design Your Dream Car, Matchbox Car Wash, Parts Matchup, Tire Toss Challenge, don't worry, it's not real tires, Mini Mechanic Photo Booth, Rev Your Brain Trivia Wheel, Build a Car STEM Table, and a License Station. So there's crafts, games, and cars. Design Your Dream Car is the first one. You can print out any blank car outline or have kids just color in their own, draw their own, but I just found these very generic, basic ones or fun ones that kids can color in and design on their own. If they don't necessarily want to be running around and doing a bunch of different things, this is something they could sit down at a table and just color. The other part of Design Your Dream Car is you can create these little 3D dream car models.
Those are so
And it's,
cute.
yeah, it's super simple. You just cut it out, and then there's different like notches where you could fold it, and it creates these little 3D cars. And again, kids can color these in and play with that as well. The next station is a Matchbox car wash. All you'll need are plastic bins, like the larger, bins, and fill it up with water, a little bit of soap or bubbles. You can use old toothbrushes or sponges and little like hand towels to dry the cars and just some Matchbox cars. So kids can wash the cars and have a sensory play station.
I love
Another
Matchbox
station,
cars.
yeah, the little small ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The other one is a parts matchup where you would have a laminated diagram of a car and put Velcro on car parts. So it could be printouts or small toys. And you would just have, it's kind of like pin the tail on the donkey. You're pinning the car part to the car. So you're just sticking it up there. And the tire toss challenge. So remember, I said we're not using real tires because they're heavy and people could get hurt. You don't want to roll away. Oh, goodness.
That's a real
So,
gas, Joanne. Good job.
so you will use hula hoops, or you can just cut out cardboard tires and make it look like a tire with a hole in the middle. And you would just get bean bags and toss the bean bags through the like cardboard tire or hula hoops. The next set of kids pit stop stations, stations 5 through 8, there's a mini mechanic photo booth. So you could have like toy tools or goggles, bandanas, a jumpsuit, a race car driver jumpsuit, hats or helmets, just anything that you can think of for props for a photo booth. You can also do a cardboard cutout of a car for the backdrop. And a photo stand or instant photo printer. You could have like they make Instaflix, which is like, or is it Instapics? It's little cameras that are like Polaroids, and it comes out with a little Polaroid. So you can have that for this photo booth. The next one is Rev Up Your Brain Trivia Wheel. It's a spinner or wheel. You ask easy questions or kid-related questions like what color means go? Green. And you can have prizes like those Matchbox cars because they're only like 99 cents, I believe, for a little car. Stickers, etc. And build a car STEM table. Just have Lego Duplos, which are like the larger version of Legos, and building kits. You could also do recyclables, so have cardboard recyclables like egg cartons, milk jugs, toilet paper rolls, and they can build their own little cars. The last station is a license station, and kids will be able to draw themselves on these little driver's license printouts that I created. Just fill out their name, their age, and maybe their favorite car, or favorite car color, or whatever. And then they can draw themselves in this little boxed area and cut it out. And if you want to laminate it for kids, you can, but it's all for fun. So here are all the resources. This is the QR code to Chilton Library. Here are the programming guides to the kids' pit stop stations. Here are the program guides for the teen stations, the Glovebox guides that I showed you at the beginning, and then here's a QR code for this presentation. And I believe that's it.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Jay. And thank you, everybody, for joining us for this presentation, talking about Chilton Library on gowild.net. Don't forget, you don't need to authenticate unless you are at home or in the wild somewhere. You can find a recording of this on YouTube. And join us next month.
We'll see you next month. Bye.
Today is a good day.
For PB&J.
Yeah.